There are a number of Ruby scripts which greatly help in the creation of stairs and railings. Let's just go through them. I have them listed as extensions. We'll just start with this stair. The script was written by Tim Track, and it shows up on the plugins menu, just called Stair. Now this prompts you to set all these parameters here, and it's actually giving me approximate values because the script was written with metric units in mind. I'll just go ahead and click OK here, and then the stair is created. You're then prompted to set in the railing properties, and I'll just click OK again, and we create these objects. Now these are separate groups, so if you don't want this glass piece here, you can just delete it. And likewise with the railings. So it's a useful script. It separates the treads and risers into separate pieces, as you can appreciate here. Now if you want, you can go ahead and edit the Ruby script. Up here at the top of the script, there's an area that says values, and these are given in metric units. So if you're using feet and inches, you can change these numbers, which correspond with the prompts given above. There's another author who's created a script for generating straight flights of steps, and it's called Stair Maker. It's written by C. Hebert. And as is typical of Ruby scripts, this one is in a different menu. Each author does things a bit differently. This one's here at the bottom. And you can create 3 different types of straight stairs based on their materials. A concrete stair, steel, is the same geometry, but it just gives you the treads. And then finally, wood gives you the treads and the risers. So it's a good way of automating the sort of tedious process of creating a flight of steps. When you want to have more options for the form of your stair, you can use the Stair Concrete script by Tim Track. And Tim likes to place his scripts here on the plugins menu. So this shows up as Stair Concrete. And we can create, of course, the straight flight like this. It comes with a couple of railings. Or we can create the scissor stair, which gives us a choice of where we want the landing. Here we can have it up 1 floor or down 1 floor. I'll just say OK, and we'll move it up to the top. And finally, there's the left and right versions, which are like this. There's one other common type of stair that there is a script for, but it's a little bit more involved because the geometry is just that much more challenging, and that is a spiral stair. So to create a spiral stair, you need to start by sketching in 2 curves that represent the stringers of that stair. To do this, we can use Draw Helix, which is a script I've demoed before, written by Peter Brown. I'll load that. We'll go ahead and draw the helix representing the inner portion of the spiral stair. In this case, I want the start and end radii to match, and I want those to be rather small, so let's just say that they're 12 inches. The pitch is actually the overall height of the helix, so in this case I'll say it's 9 feet. The number of rotations will just be 1, and I'll go ahead and create that. Next we need to create the other curve representing the other side of the stair. Here the start and end radii will be 4 feet. The pitch will be again 9 feet high with 1 rotation. There we have the 2 curves that we need to represent this stair. Thinking ahead, I know I'm going to need this curve to represent the handrail, so I'm just going to copy that up. In the blue direction, the height of the handrail, I'll just call it 42 inches. I'm just going to hide that for now. We'll come back to it later. Now, the Helix script creates grouped polylines, and we need to actually go ahead and explode those groups in order to use them with the spiral stair script. So now we're left with 2 separate polylines representing the outer edges of our stair. So now I'll go ahead and load the spiral stair script. It's written by Rick Wilson. Then I'll go ahead and select both curves and choose Plugins Spiral Stair to create the steps. I'll unhide that helix that I copied up, go ahead and explode it, And this will be the path for our handrail. To create a handrail very quickly, you can use this script, which is called pipe along path, written by TIG. All you need to do is pre-select the path and choose pipe along path. We'll just set our units here, and then the pipe can be hollow, so there can be separate inside and outside diameters. In inches, let's say the outside diameter is 1.5 and the inside is 1. I'll create 32 segments in the circle and click OK, and there's the handrail. I'll zoom in close up here on the end of the handrail just to show you that it's actually hollow. So if we want that to be solid, all we have to do is undo and create the inside diameter with a value of 0. So there you have it. Quite a few scripts that help you automate the process of creating stairs.